So today we're going to talk about the periodic table organization, how it's organized. Your topic is PT organization, and your goal is I can show and explain how the periodic table is organized. So what is the periodic law? Moseley had to create this when he made his periodic table. Periodic law, the definition of that is a repetition of properties of the elements when they are arranged by atomic number. Again, with these, you just have to write down what's underlined, and you'll need to underline or highlight what's in red. So the periodic table is organized in periods and groups. Periods are the rows of the periodic table. Groups are the columns. So you need to know both of those words. They have really short definitions, so you can type those down real quick. So what does the periods and groups mean? Well, we can draw some information just by where they're located. Groups 1, 2, 13 through 18 have a wide range of chemical and physical properties. They are referred to as the representative elements or the main group elements. Groups 3 through 12 are considered the transition metals. So basically it's saying the first two columns and the columns over here, those are your main group elements. And then right here in the middle, these are all your transition metals. Here's an image of a periodic table. Before we get started, just for fun, in your notes section, I will be looking for this. I want you to make words out of the symbols using the periodic table. So for example, you can see if you can spell your name. You can see if there's a word or phrase. You can spell out by looking at the periodic table. So just pause this video, take a second, look around. An example I can use is if you use carbon, which is a capital C. Sorry, let's do cobalt, CO. So cobalt is CO. U is uranium. Ra is, what is Ra? I lost it. I think it's radium. Yep, radium, right there. So Ra, and then Ge is germanium. So I'm able to spell out the word courage. So I hope this kind of gives you an idea. You just need to come up with one word or phrase using the periodic table and put it in your notes section. So now we're going to go over how elements are classified. They are classified into three main groups: metals, nonmetals, and metalloids. First, let's go over metals. Metals are generally shiny and smooth when clean, solid at room temperature, good conductors of heat and electricity. So now we're going to go to specific types of metals. The first one is the alkali metals, which is group 1. They are soft, light, and extremely reactive metals. Then you have your alkaline earth metals, which is group 2. They are harder, denser, and stronger than alkali metals, but still very reactive. Then you have your transition metals, which is groups 3 through 12. They form positive ions, they are reactive, and they make colored compounds. This is where you find your gold and your silver and those types of metals. So next, we have something called metalloids. They are on the staircase between metals and nonmetals, and they exhibit properties of both metals and nonmetals. Make sure you are writing down what's underlined and highlighting or underlining what is in red. That brings us to nonmetals, and the specific nonmetals we have are halogens, which is group 17. They are reactive nonmetals. They are electron deficient, and they readily share electrons with other elements. And then you have your noble gases, which is the very last group. It does not react chemically with other materials and cannot be absorbed. It's happy just the way it is by itself, so it doesn't react. So if we look at our digital notebook, right here you have a periodic table and you have these boxes with different colors. You are going to either use ptable.com or you can pause the video right here and you are going to color code this periodic table. So for example, alkali metals, you'll look here. You know, alkali metals are these elements right here. Everything in this first column except for hydrogen. So here, you would highlight those three. You click this fill button, and you find this color. Oh, wrong color. Nope. I think that dropped. Yep, that dropped. It just looked different when it was selected. And then you would do that for the rest of those colors throughout the whole periodic table, just based off of ptable.com, or like I said, you could pause the video right here and go back and forth.